Here we are. Welcome to the second episode of Behind the Blaze. I'm your host, Matt Kriesky, and I have my co-host here with me.
Defensive back coach Malik Holeman.
Got special guest Campbell Lee here with us today to discuss some things going on with Blackman football. How you doing today, Campbell?
It's good to be here.
How was it you had being back full go, full week practice game? How was that being back, coming off your injury? Tell us some things that's, been going through your head through the summer, overcoming this injury and some things that's been going on with Campbell Lee in his life.
It's been good, finally just to get out there and play. I had an amazing season last year, and to be able to just have to sit out for an entire spring and summer, it's been really hard, but, it's been a mental battle. But I've been working. I've been going to PT 2 or 3 times a week. I had to get PRPs, which is just a big shot in my leg about 2 or 3 times to help recover faster. But it's been a long process, and I'm just glad I'm starting to get the reward of just having the ability to play. So,
before this year kicked off, what were some of the main goals that you wanted to achieve going into this season?
I wanted to keep the standard of winning and being able to go into the season and having fun, but also staying focused and being able to, also having to be a leader. I'm not really like a big leader guy, but this season I've been really had to step up and become a leader. And so it's been a long process, but I knew that from the jump. And so, but yeah, I really just wanted to keep the standard of winning up. So.
Tell us some of the things that you've been doing or trying to do, because you said you becoming a leader this year. So what are some things you do on and off the field to kind of help your teammates and show them that you're leading in the right way?
Yeah, so I've always been a lead by example kind of guy. I play hard every rep of every practice, every day, and I give it my 100%. But what I've really been having to work on is being more of a vocal leader. That's not really my comfort zone, so I've been really having to step out and to help out the team. So when I came back last week, I really tried to emphasize just, talking, keeping positive mindsets and getting the spirits up and keeping us together as one. And so I've been having to work on that, but yeah.
How would you say, as a player, how do you handle constructive criticism?
I feel like it's good at the right moments. I feel like at certain times you just need to let guys play the game and just let them do their thing, because everybody responds differently. So I know I'm a guy that if a coach chews me out and uses constructive criticism on me, it's going to help me get better, and I'm going to want to respond harder. But it really just depends on the person. So, but for me personally, I think it really helps.
Tell us some things about your position coach, Coach Morale. Kind of describe him and tell us how he motivates you and gets you going each week.
That's my guy. I love Coach Morale. He came in last year. I never really had a tight end coach the past couple years. I had one last year, Coach A. He's at Summit right now, but we were kind of just receivers with the receiver, and so I never really had a coach specifically for tight ends. So it's felt really good to talk to somebody that knows my specific job and knows my specific assignments, and I'm able to come to him, talk to him about it. And off the field, he's just a really good guy, and I love being around him. He's super funny, and the tight ends. I have a tight end group this year. Last year, it was kind of just me, and so it feels really good to have a position group like family this year. We go out to dinner every now and then and just hang out. It's been really fun. So.
What are some of the hobbies you enjoy doing outside of football?
Well, I'm really big in the classroom. I really enjoy school a lot, and so I really do. When I'm not doing football, I'm really doing a lot of work when it comes to. I'm in BCA, so I'm doing a lot of capstone right now. I'm applying for colleges because I don't really have a lot of off time outside of work and football, and so being able to do work and get everything done like that and get it out the way so I'm able to relax for my second semester, that's what I've been doing. So,
as you're talking about how you really enjoy school, tell us what are your plans after you graduate in May and moving towards the future?
Yeah, so I'm applying right now to a couple of schools. I'm looking at Auburn and UTK and schools around that area. I have a 29 on my ACT, and so I've really been looking for schools in that range that'll be able to accept me. I'm looking for more of a challenging school, and so I've been looking into that. But yeah, I plan on applying and getting those letters back in December, and hopefully continuing my academic career.
What are some of the things that you did to mentally prepare for, this senior class? This is your third head coach in 4 seasons. So what is something you did mentally to prepare to get ready when we started this offseason in March?
Well, yeah, it's I've been through this process a lot. I've had middle school 4 head coaches in 5 years, and so I've been through the process a lot. So I know it takes a lot, and I know that in March it's a pretty big setback because other teams and other districts they use the spring kind of as like a review, and then in the summer they're full on going and adding in new plays and working on concepts and working on little mistakes. But with new coaches and everything like that, it's a pretty big set. You have to install all spring, and you just kind of get the basic concepts. And over the summer, you still have to install with 7-on-7 and passing games. And then with fall camp, that's when you start to focus on the little mistakes. And so it's a little setback, and I knew that was going to happen. But it was just to keep your head high and trusting the coaches, and the coaches trusting us. And I feel like we're doing a pretty good job with that. And so I feel like we'll be able to continue to grow and continue to work on the mistakes that we're making and be able to have a really good season.
Overall, how do you feel like the senior class has taken the transition of the entire coaching staff? Because it was, as you look at it, there was a complete change from the previous staff. Like Coach Holeman said, and you both said, it's pretty tough. It's been third head coach in high school. Would you say this is your 4th in 5 years? So you don't want to say you are kind of used to it, but you kind of are. So just tell us how some of the feelings and thoughts about the senior classes as they've gone through this transition.
Yeah, the senior class, we've been through a lot, but we've always been through it together. And so we're used to it, and we're able to bounce back from adversity like that, and we're able to come together. And, we've been through a lot. And so just knowing that every one of my brothers is by my side, no matter what, having nobody's quit. Like, the average person would have quit couple years ago. So it's like we know we want to be here. We know we want to play for each other. And so I feel like that's something that as seniors that we know that we're willing to fight for each other to the end. So
what are some of your favorite things about this year's team?
This year I feel like we're able to balance having fun and working hard at the same level. I feel like last year it could be a little like no fun at all or too much fun. And I feel like this year we're able to find a good balance of being able to get work done but also enjoying the moment as we can. And so I feel like the coaching staff has really helped us out with that. And they're putting a lot of trust in us, and we put a lot of trust in y'all. And so being able to do that, it really helps.
Tell us something funny or unique about someone in the senior class. Not really calling them out, but just something that we as coaches and the fans out here may not know about someone. One of the seniors this year.
I can't expose anybody like that.
Or just a special talent or something we may not know.
I gotta think on that one. That's a good one. One of my boys, Xavier. I've been with him since 6th grade, and he can actually really cook. He brings to it at my house all the time to my mom, talking about how he can cook and how he's willing to cook dinners for us and my friends. And so that's a special talent he has.
What's your favorite line from Coach Morial, or the most memorable moment of Coach Morial so far this season?
There's been some funny moments. We get dinners here and there. I think one of the funny moments is like in game, he like when he gets angry, this face that he makes, it's just hard to take him serious sometimes. But in the moment when he's yelling at me, obviously I'm taking it very serious and I'm able to take constructive criticism like that. But when he's over there yelling at somebody and I just see his face, his eyes are just so big, it makes me laugh every time. So
go back and look at the pictures from Friday night in the DNJ. There's a picture of Coach Morial kind of sitting beside me making a face, and it was pretty funny. So tell us, we've talked about football, talked about senior class. So what does Campbell Lee do on the weekends? Tell us some things that you do, some of your interests, some of your hobbies. Just give us a little bit more.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I work at a car wash, and so usually have 8-hour shifts Saturday and Sunday. But when I'm usually off, I'm usually just recovering. My body, my lower body is very tight, so I'm constantly like stretching and recovering after games. And so, yeah, when I'm not doing that, I'm working on my dual enrollment classes, my capstone, all of that. So it's just a lot right now. And I guess when I'm not doing that, I'm just laying down, sleeping.
So what's your job? We said you work.
I work at Tommy's Car Wash. Yes, sir.
Let's see. As prepare, of course, we have a game tomorrow. And you have the rest of the afternoon off. We went this morning. Besides stretching, what's something else you do to just focus and lock in and get ready? Okay, it's almost time to go.
Well, the night before I go to sleep really early, around like 7 or 8. I get as much sleep as possible because I don't really get a lot of sleep in the week. I have a lot of homework and everything like that, and so being able just to catch up on Thursday night, it really helps a lot. And I get a pregame dinner from my mom. My mom gets us food every Thursday night, so we're able to eat that, have a family dinner, and then I'll just go straight to sleep. So that's the way I get ready. And on game day, I'm a very quiet person. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I kind of just have my headphones in all day, just focusing on school. And then when school's over, it's time to focus on the game. And so, yeah.
As from a player's aspect, tell us some things that we need to do to make sure that we accomplish our goal this week and beat Ravenwood.
So the last 2 weeks on the offensive side, I'm not really sure about the defensive side, but on the offensive side, we're making a lot of mental mistakes. And it's just little things. Just one person is messing up here and there. And so when one person messes up, it could be a different person each play. You're never going to get a good play. Every play where someone has been able to make the right move and be able to do their assignment, it's always a big gain. And so I feel like that's where we're struggling right now. That's also the downside of having new coaching staff. You're behind, and so people were able to correct that in the summer and the fall, but we're just now there. So we're catching up right now. And so once we get it clicking, then I feel like we're really going to start getting going.
What is your favorite sport to watch when you're at home?
I really like, a lot of people say Travis Kelce, but I like George Kittle a lot. The way he blocks is just really elite. And the way he can run routes, people sleep on his routes, but it's also is really good. But his blocking is one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. And so,
who's one famous pro athlete you model your game after?
I've always been a basketball guy. I've always been since day one. I played until my junior year, but yeah, I'm a big LeBron guy. So I'm always watching the Lakers. Yeah.
Okay. Team is Lakers. Okay. Is there any questions? We got about a minute or two left. Is there any questions that you have for me and Coach Holeman?
What's a special talent your coaches have? Name one.
Special talent. One of the things that I'd love to do when I'm not working on football is grill. Get my mind away from work for a little bit and just cook some food and spend some time with the family.
For me, one of the things probably nobody knows, I'm very competitive. So I'll play a lot of chess, believe it or not. Yeah, me and Coach Duncan.
Really? Huh.
We don't play against each other, but we both talk about it.
Oh yeah, Coach Duncan definitely plays chess.
Who do you think would win between Coach Holeman and Coach Duncan in chess?
I don't know.
Come on, man! You got to put your money. You got the offense or the defense. Who you gonna put your money
on? I'll put it on Coach Duncan.
Oh man, there you go. Well, next week on the show we're gonna have Anthony Hernandez. Let's see if he'll put his money on Coach Holeman. As we wrap up the show, I would appreciate everybody listening today. Come out and support us tomorrow night at the Inferno. We kick off at 7:00 versus Ravenwood.
Go Blaze.